بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم إن الحمد لله نحمده ونستعينه ونستغفره ونعوذ بالله من شرور أنفسنا وسيئات أعمالنا من يهده الله فلا مضل له ومن يضلله فلا هادي له أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله أوصيكم وإياي أولا بتقوى الله فقد فاز المتقون كما قال الله تعالى في القرآن الكريم بعد أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يا أيها الذين آمنوا اتقوا الله حق تقاته ولا تموتن إلا وأنتم مسلمون. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. Inshallah, we will start our class with the morning dua. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Alhamdulillahi Rabbil Alamin. Allahumma salli ala Muhammad wa ala ali Muhammad kama sallaita ala Ibrahim wa ala ali Ibrahim innaka hamidun majid. Allahumma bika asbahna wa bika amsayna wa bika nahya wa bika namut wa ilayka nushur. Bismillahilladzi la yadurru مع اسمه شيء في الأرض ولا في السماء وهو السميع العليم. رضيت بالله ربا وبالإسلام دينا وبمحمد نبيا. اللهم زدني علما نافعا ورزقا طيبا وعملا متقبلا. يا مقلب القلوب ثبت قلوبنا على دينك وعلى طاعتك. اللهم أدخلنا جنتك وأجرنا من النار. اللهم إنك عفو تحب العفو فاعف عنا. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار. وصلى الله على محمد وعلى آله وصحبه أجمعين والحمد لله رب العالمين آمين يا رب العالمين. All praise due to Allah Rabbul Alameen for the ongoing blessing that Allah have given us without stop. That means Allah have keep on giving us more and more. One of the nikmat that we enjoy is our health, the eye that can see, where there are other people who's having a lot of seeing problem, and we can see everything clear. Alhamdulillah, it's a nikmat. The ear that can hear things is another nikmat. A lot of people who have ear, but they have difficulty in hearing. So all these are the nikmat from Allah Rabbul Alameen. And the risk, Allah have given us so much that you have so much to choose, where some people have nothing to choose. Whatever is there, they just have to survive with it. Here, every day when we want to eat, we don't know what to eat sometimes. It's not because there's not enough food. There are too many food that we don't know which one that we want to eat. See, that is all a nikmah from Allah Rabbul Alameen. We were reminded by our Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, number one, about how we should understand this religion. When Allah revealed the ayah, the last ayah, Al-Yawma akmaltu lakum dinakum, I have perfected my religion for you. I have completed my favor upon you and whatever your needs is. And I have sent a prophet for you to follow. But when our Prophet passed away, there is the greatest musibah this world experienced. To know further about that, let us go back to the book on believing in Qada. If I'm not wrong, we should be continue on page 80. Is that true? 80? Yeah? Is 80 correct or 80, okay, yeah. It's good for us to note it down. I always try to note it down on my book so that I may not forget the lesson that we have learned earlier. It's still under the subtitle of Preserving Hope and Submission to Allah. How to understand hope and also submission to Allah. Allah Rabbul Alameen remind us in Surah Al-Baqarah verses 155 to 157, وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. But before that, Allah said in the Quran, وَلَنُلَبْنِوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ مِّنَ الْخَوْفِ وَالْجُوعِ وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ وَالثَّمَرَاتِ وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ. وَبَشِّرِ is the end of that ayah. Allah said, I am going to test all of you. وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ بِشَيْءٍ. I'm going to test all of you with certain things. بِشَيْءٍ, with things. What is the first thing? Khawf. Fear. Fear towards many, many things. Yeah? Fear to be alone. Yeah? Yeah. Fear to fight for your freedom sometimes. Fear of darkness. Fear of water. Fear of height. Only Allah knows what kind of fear all of us have. You know? And then, وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ, fear of losing money. And those who have money, who are doing business, they fear that they were going to lose. Yeah? Or their profit, the business is going to go down and going to become bad and bad. The fear is there. وَنَقْصٍ مِّنَ الْأَمْوَالِ وَالْأَنفُسِ. You fear of somebody that you love is going to leave you. The fear is also there. وَالثَّمَرَاتِ, and also the fear of if you are doing a lot of farming, you're worried that something may go wrong with the farming, then you will lose again. Keep on losing one by one. Yeah? Whatever you do is collapsing, is going downline. Yeah? Now, then Allah end with وَبَشِّرِ الصَّابِرِينَ, meaning glad news to those who have patience. الَّذِي إِذَا أَصَابَتْهُمْ مُصِيبَةٌ قَالُوا إِنَّا لِلَّهِ وَإِنَّا إِلَيْهِ رَاجِعُونَ أُولَٰئِكَ عَلَيْهِمْ صَلَوَاتٌ مِّن رَّبِّهِمْ وَرَحْمَةٌ وَأُولَٰئِكَ هُمُ الْمُهْتَدُونَ. This is what Allah said. Those who, when disaster befall them, musibah is a disaster, it's a calamity. They said, who said? The believer. The first thing that we respond when something bad happens to us, like when we see somebody who is so sick, we keep on trying to help him to survive, send him or her for treatment, give them the best treatment that we can. When they die, now our value towards that person and his understanding of life is very different. To us, we still have hope. To him, maybe he said, I choose to die if possible. I don't want to go through all this pain and suffering anymore. I'm ready to go. Don't prolong my death. But we don't want to give up because we love them. We say, no, don't give up. But who is bearing the pain? Not you, is he or she. This is happening from last night. Yeah? There's nothing to do with the jinn or the Satan because Ramadan, they have been chained, Now, those who are suffering in pain, if possible, if there is a room for them to say, I want to end my life now, I think they would do that. But in Islam, you cannot commit suicide. You cannot kill yourself. You must have hope. But our understanding, we want to save them. They say, I want to go. I don't want to burden my children. I don't want to burden my husband or my wife. I want to go. Let me go. Yeah. So, the believers, they will say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi rajiun. That means they are ready. I don't know, you all have experienced somebody you love, someone who's close to you, and is dying, and they really die in front of you. Have you experienced that before? How do you feel? How do you all feel? Do you feel very peaceful? Do you feel the tranquility, the sakina that Allah have sent it down on that particular time? I experienced so far only once. Is my old student that was maybe about 35 years ago. A new student who was an ex-army personnel. He just learned the Quran and Sunnah, Alhamdulillah. Each time before he want to practice the knowledge that he have learned from me, you know what this guy will do? Maybe he was trained to be the military man and very disciplined. He personally will come to see me in my house and seek my permission. Ustaz, izinkan saya untuk amalkan ilmu ini. I said, ilmu is from Allah, of course. When I teach you, you should practice immediately. But he have that feeling that I should honor my teacher. Ask for his permission so to get extra blessing. This remind me until today. This very good in adab. Then his family, all his men, his wife, his children, all of them follow our class from the 80s. They follow our classes from the 80s. With Allah's blessing, their children, the wife, is still with us until today. Yeah. Ramadan, our qiyam, sometimes the wife, who is very naive now, but the connection until today, their grandchildren until today are with us. Allahu Akbar. What happened when he was in coma? They called me at 2 a.m. I went to the hospital. I keep on calling him back. Coma means he's not dead yet. And something happened, something to him that his soul just left, but he's not dead yet. So I keep on calling him back and said, La ilaha illallah. I hold his hand. I put pressure on his hand. I call his name. I remind him, who am I? I call him back. La ilaha illallah. I know. La ilaha illallah. Yeah? With the will of Allah, after 20 minutes, he opened his eye. Allahu Akbar. Then he experienced that. He said, I was searching for my way back. It's like I was lost, like in a dream, I have a deep dream. Then suddenly I was floating somewhere. I heard this sound. Somebody is calling me. So I'm following that sound. Suddenly he opened his eye. Everybody was so happy to see him open his eye. I said, Alhamdulillah. And what he responded? La ilaha illallah. When he opened his eye, he just said, La ilaha illallah. Then after talking to them for half an hour, and the family is there, I remind the wife, the children, I will excuse myself, because now it's about 4 a.m. But in case of anything, don't leave him alone. and always remind him of La ilaha illallah. After I left for an hour, we got another call that he went into the next coma. And I called them, I showed them what to do, they have been doing. So I went back, I do the same thing again. With the will of Allah, he opened his eyes and said, La ilaha illallah. And that is the last. And he ended his life. You know, the whole feeling of that room was full of peace and tranquility. Nobody was so sad, but in the same time happy for him. That is the best experience I have with my student. So it happened, yeah. Then I reflect. When we are going to die, we don't know we are as good as his death or not. We do not know. Our ending, no one knows. But he have a very peaceful ending. And all the family was so ready. The Reda, yeah, they are so pleased with what happened. Nobody feel stressed. They was, of course, they shed tears because they love their father, they love their husband, but they were very peaceful. That is why they said tranquility and sakina. You remember what Allah said? Ya ayyatuhan nafsul mutma'inna irji'i ila rabbiki radiyatam mardiya fadkhuli fi ibadi wadkhuli jannati. The prophets, whoever can utter La ilaha illallah as the end of their journey in this life, that means the prophet said Jannah is for them. That's the best, yeah, ending. Allahu Akbar. Yeah? We hope all of us will have this ending. So don't give up to anybody who is, yeah, having a lot of bad time. And when you see them, remind them with La ilaha illallah. Yeah? So this is what we will say, Inna lillahi wa inna ilayhi raji'un. Indeed, unto Allah we belong, and indeed to Him we will return. And we return in the best way. Then Allah said, it is they upon whom their Lord, Allah's blessing and mercy are bestowed. Allaika alayhim salawatu min rabbihim wa rahmah. Yeah? And then Allah continue, and it is they who are truly guided. Ulaika humul muhtadun. As a Muslim, we cannot say that we do not know what to do when musibah happen to us. We should know what to do because Allah have guided us. That's why when Allah said, I perfected my religion, I completed my favor, everything is there. But we do not know why Muslims today are so confused. Yeah? They don't know what to do, they are panicked. Where Allah has shown on all the guidance is there already. Yeah? Now, what is the greatest musibah that all of us are aware of? What is the greatest musibah for us? What would be your answer, sister? Yeah? Nazak? Is that what you said, Nazak? Nazak, you are not dead yet. Nazak. Dajjal. Dajjal can come and go. But the greatest musibah, look at this hadith. From Ibn Abbas and Sabit al-Jumahi, radiyallahu an, both related that the Prophet said, this is saying the Prophet, Iza usiba ahadukum bimusibatin falyazkur musibatahu bi fa innaha a'zamul masa'ib. The Prophet ﷺ said, if any one of you is afflicted with a musibah, a calamity, death, then let him remember his calamity by me. By me. That means about my death. The Prophet said, for indeed, my death is the greatest of calamities. The death of the Prophet is the greatest musibah for the whole world. I shared with you the same kind of meaning. The Prophet ﷺ also said, Inna Rasulullah sallallahu alayhi wa sallam yuqatibuna fayaqul Ya ayyuhan nas innama ahadin minan nas aw minal mu'minin usiba musibah bi musibatin falyata'izza bi musibatihi bi anna musibati allati tusibahu bi ghairi fa inna ahadan minal ummati lan yusaba bi musibatin ba'di ashadda alaihi musibati. O people, let anyone or any believer who has been afflicted with a calamity remember his calamity by me, and in his calamity by another person for occurrence, for no one from my nation will be afflicted by a calamity after me that is more severe upon them than my death. Because when the Prophet was there, the whole city, Medina, is known as Yathrib, full of darkness, unrest, no justice. Women have no right. Medina is just a town, small town. But when the Prophet migrated to Medina, what the Prophet had brought to the changes in Medina, Medina became Medina al-Munawwarah. Is lighted. Darkness disappeared. Allahu Akbar. That's why we call Medina al-Munawwarah, the city of lights. Not because there's a lot of light today, no. The Prophet brought changes. Meaning the Prophet was there to guide the people, to unite them, to make them like a family, al-Ansar wal-Muhajirin. Allahu Akbar. Yeah. Now we can see after our Prophet's death, the Ummah is getting confused and more confused. Your death, my death, who get confused? Nobody get confused. But Prophet, because he is the leader of the Ummah, he was there to guide you, to show you the way, the best way. Whatever problem, just follow his way. That was guided by Allah, problem solved. Today, if you have problem, you go to one person, he gives you another answer. The second person will give you another opinion. You also get confused. From normal, people make you psycho. You know, you are okay. Only you feel, no, I'm down. Sometimes when I'm down, I feel that some voice is disturbing me. That is normal when you are down. Anything can happen to you. But you're okay now. Your parents say, I think I want to send you for psychiatry. The psychiatrist gives you medicine. They say, you are going through some depression. Take this. Now they got hooked with tablets now. From nothing. It's just somebody very hyperactive. Their way of thinking is very different because they are given by Allah a kind of feeling that we don't have. It's like scientists, sometimes the way they think about things, we say you are crazy, what are you talking about? Because our knowledge, we don't have that kind of understanding. You cannot say that they are crazy, no. Maybe Allah is giving them something that Allah did not give it to us. As long as they can talk normally, and they can eat, they can drink, they know what they are talking, good enough. But don't make them go crazy. And people make us go crazy sometimes. Yeah. I have nothing wrong. I think something wrong with you. No. Yeah, you don't know, but I can see. And you go call all the bomo come and say the bomo confirm again. The 3 jinn. Astaghfirullah al-azim. Now from 1 jinn, they add 2 more jinn. He have 1 jinn, the Qarin with him, but he put 2 extra jinn. Unnecessary, you know. So that's why we must remember, whatever happened to us, only Allah knows, but you must have patience. Wa bashiris sabirin. With every affliction, a believer submit to Allah and bow his head to his decree, meaning he just have to have patience and connect himself back to Allah. For a non-believer, on the other hand, remain arrogant, unyielding, which lead to his eventual destruction. They don't care. They never learn. Everything that happens around us, brothers and sisters, there is a signal Allah is sending to us. Only people who reflect, they realize. Oh. But people who don't care, you have nothing to reflect. You thought that everything is from you, nothing to do with God, because you don't believe in God. So you have to come up to your own conclusion. Yeah? At the end, there's a lot of destruction to yourself. This is called self-destruction. Overconfident and not connected to Almighty God, you will end with self-destruction. Me, nothing to do with God. Who used to have that kind of belief? Among Muslims, who have that kind of belief? Nothing to do with God. Nothing to do with God. It's me. Who are they? They are the Jabariyah group. Yeah. Jabariyah say, no, nothing to it. It's me. Yeah. Abu Hurairah and Ka'ab bin Malik reported that our Prophet ﷺ said in another hadith from Bukhari and Muslim. I will read the meaning easier. A believer's parable is like that of a fresh and moist plant. The wind till it this way and that way. Plant normally, if there's heavy wind, the plant will just follow. So that the plant will survive. They follow, the wind blow from the west, he move toward the west. Such a believer, he continues to be subjected to affliction until he reaches his appointed term of death, until Ajal come to him. And a non-believer parable is like that of a firm cedar tree. It does not shake until it is uprooted all at once. So what the Prophet is trying to tell us is it is good to be flexible, go along. Don't fight against the Qada. Don't go against the current. But for Qada and Qadar, but what is right is right. Imam Ahmad radiallahu anhu, one of the great scholars, he was tested by Allah. The biggest test that Allah tests Imam Ahmad is what? He said, and his time Ma'mun, one of the leader, the Muslim leader, came up with his own understanding that Quran is makhluk. The Muslim leader at that time, we are not talking about the non-believer, who believe that Quran is makhluk, is creation. And majority of the scholar go along with the leader. except Imam Ahmad. Imam Ahmad said, Al-Quran laysa bimakhluq, walakin kalam Allah. Is the speech from Allah, the word of Allah, is not makhluk. It's not something that He created, it's His word. So some of the companions came to him because then he went into seclusion. He went to hiding. So now the only scholar who go against the opinion of the leader is Imam Ahmad. And the king is sending order now. Look for him. Either he follow my way or I'm going to prison him until he changes his view. So his other good friend came, look for him and asked him. He said, why you have to keep on running and hiding? Just go along, accept, and you can still keep on teaching. You can still keep on teaching, you don't touch that subject. If they ask you, what do you say about Quran? Makhluk. And they will leave you in peace, and you can still continue teaching the student other subject. You can still be useful. You know enough, is it? As long as you know. It's just because the situation is like that, you are forced to do that. You just sit in front of him, he will leave you in peace, and you keep on teaching. He said, yes, I know. But if I die with that, and my students have no knowledge what I believe, now they are going to believe in something that is totally wrong. Because of me, I am the one who agreed. You understand what this great scholar is telling us? If something is wrong, I just cannot follow the wind. I have to stand still. This is haqq. The truth belongs to Allah. فَلَا تَكُونَنَّ مِنَ الْمُمْتَرِينَ. Don't have doubts in upholding the truth. Haqq is haqq. The only thing may be, at the time, they will be in prison. They will send them to prison. But he stands still. And because of that, he was in prison. But they choose to please Allah. A musibah, a test was upon him. But he stands still. What is right? He never compromised. People who do not know is different. The people who Allah give them the right understanding, they hold firm. It's like our Prophet. The people came to him and said, Ya Muhammad, why do you want to cause this unrest between us? We know who you are. You are the son of Abdullah and the grandson of Abdul Muttalib. From the honorable tribe. We respect all your grandfather, your father, your uncle, all of them. What do you want from us? You want money, we give you money. You want authority, we appoint you as a leader. Stop doing da'wah. The Prophet ﷺ said, I didn't ask anything from all of you. I'm just calling all of you back to believe in the only one true God, Allah. That's all. You with your dunya, keep it with you. You, the one who has authority, keep with your authority. I'm not here for authority. I'm not here to be a leader. I'm not here to be a rich man. I'm here to convey the message. See how our Prophet ﷺ's stand and the scholars, the Sahaba, today we don't have that kind of faith anymore. Our faith is too weak. When we keep on following the wind until the wind stops, we still in that situation. We never change. Allah also appointed to us by this saying in Surah Nisa verses 104. وَلَا تَهِنُوا ابْتِغَاءِ الْقَوْمِ إِن تَكُونُوا تَعْلَمُونَ فَإِنَّهُمْ يَعْلَمُونَ كَمَا تَعْلَمُونَ وَتَرْجُونَ مِنَ اللَّهِ مَا لَا يَرْجُونَ. Do not falter in pursuing the opposition folk or people. If you should be suffering, they too are suffering like you, but you expect from Allah that which they do not. Don't just follow anybody. Yeah, Allah is telling us, you just have to follow what Allah have ordained upon you. If you think that you are going to suffer because of that, they are also suffering. They have a deeper suffering that you don't know. They are not guided, you are guided. You know? Now, it's good to differentiate between believers and non-believers, how we react. You know, we saw from Ayat Ali Imran that affliction is a means of distinguishing between believer and non-believer. Similarly, Allah said, وَلَنَبْلُوَنَّكُمْ حَتَّى نَعْنَ مُجَاهِدِينَ مِنْكُمْ وَالصَّابِرِينَ وَنَبْلُوَ أَخْيَارَكُمْ. Surah Muhammad verses 31. We will surely test you until we make evident the striver among you and the one have patience, and we will test your affairs. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala will test every one of you. When Allah said, go jihad, Allah will look who is the one who respond to jihad and who will just stay on, not moving. No, I will stay back, you know. My jihad at home. Yeah, there are times your jihad is at home. There are times that even the Prophet asked the man, do you have your parent living behind? Yes, I have my old father and old mother, aging parent. Who is taking care of them? Nobody, Ya Rasulullah. I leave it to Allah. I'm responding to jihad. The Prophet said, your jihad now, go home. Take care of your aging father and mother. You see, there are times different people will have to respond to different type of jihad. By serving your aging parent who need your help is also a jihad. Is that a jihad? Taking care of an aging parent? What jihad is that? You just take care of them. What? You don't have to carry weapon and go to the battlefield and fight the enemy. What kind of jihad is that? Oh, you know what kind of jihad is that? No. Going out and fight, I think, is more relaxing. No, then dealing with aging parent who keep on nagging. No, I have give you. No, give me again. You have give them the medicine, but they forget. Where's my medicine? I have given you that. No. Give it to me now. You can't keep on giving. The doctor said every 4 hours. Now after 20 minutes, he asks for the medicine. Because he cannot remember. Oh, it's a big headache. It's a jihad. You have to say, Astaghfirullah, La ilaha illallah, make Allah zikr. It's true, taking care of people who are aging is a big test. It's like when you have a handicapped children. You have a paralyzed children. Can you imagine? You have to carry them not only when they are in your womb, you carry them for life. You have to feed them for life. There's a great jihad for people who have the patience to be with a handicapped children, child who are paralyzed. Allahu Akbar. We all have to really salute to them. And we will test your affairs. Everybody will be tested. It's part of Qada and Qadr. We didn't ask for it. But when it happened, just accept it. Maybe that's how Allah wants to reward us. You don't have to travel here and there, do so many things, just take care of 1-2% enough. But there is also another jihad. Yeah? That's why Allah used the word mujahideen. Yeah, mujahideen is not just who engage in the battlefield. In whatever Allah said you should do. You know what Allah said? وَقَضَى رَبُّكَ أَلَّا تَعْبُدُوا إِلَّا إِيَّهُ وَبِالْوَالِدَيْنِ إِحْسَانًا. I command you to worship me alone, and after that, to honor and be kind to your parents. And when Allah used the word bil walidain, there are two words that Allah used in the Quran. Abawain, walidain. When he said walidain, means mother comes first. When abawain, father comes first. But on the hadith, we know the Prophet always said mother, mother, mother. Because it's a musibah to you. But this musibah is one of the way for you to enter paradise. By serving your parents, give them the best, like how they have given you the best when you are born. You have no regret. Even Angel Gabriel will pray for us, and our Prophet will pray for us. The last ayah on this subject, Allah said, أَحَسِبَ النَّاسَ أَن يُتْرَكُوا أَن يَقُولُوا آمَنَّا وَهُمْ لَا يُفْتَنُونَ وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّا الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ فَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ اللَّهُ الَّذِينَ صَدَقُوا وَلَيَعْلَمَنَّ الْكَاذِبِينَ. Surah Ankabut, it's a spider. Verses 2 and 3. Do the people think that they will be left alone to say, we believe? Do you think that after you said, I'm a believer, Allah just accept what you say, what you claim? Now Allah is asking, do you think that after you said, I believe in you, oh Allah, I'm a believer, Allah will just accept, endorse it, okay? No. Without being tried. Allah, you never go through the test of Allah and now you say, oh, I'm a believer. It's like what happened to the time of the Prophet. A group of Arab came to the Prophet and said, قَالَتُ الْأَعْرَابُ آمَنَّا. A group of Bedouin came to the Prophet and said, we are believers. Immediately Allah responded in Surah Hujurat, قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا. Say to them, O Muhammad, you are not a believer yet. You are not a believer yet. قُلْ لَمْ تُؤْمِنُوا وَلَكِنْ قُلُوا أَسْلَمْنَا. Sufficient if you say, I'm a Muslim. It's enough for you to be humble to say, are you a believer? I'm a Muslim. Because nobody can be a true believer until Allah put us through a test. And that's what Allah said. وَلَقَدْ فَتَنَّ الَّذِينَ مِنْ قَبْلِهِمْ. We have surely tried those before them. The Prophet, the companion, do you think they just became a believer like that? They had to go through a lot of suffering, pain, boycott, their family disowned them. The people torture their friends, become their enemies. Abu Bakr have a lot of friends, a lot of traders, business people who are very close to Abu Bakr. The minute he became a Muslim, they boycott him. They don't want to have any business with him. But Abu Bakr never regret. He never come back to the Prophet and say, came back, yeah, Muhammad, what have you done to my life? You have changed me now. Everybody who is my friend have left me. What is this? He said, whatever Muhammad say, I believe. You don't want to believe? It's your choice. I don't force you. But I believe in this man. Allahu Akbar. That's why he was granted the title Abu Bakr as-Siddiq, the true believers, have no doubts, no more waswas. Their heart is firm. I believe. We sometimes, we don't know our faith, how strong our iman. After some time, our faith also shake. Why? Huh? Why? Huh? When you say why, now it's starting to shake. Don't entertain why. I accept what Allah ordained upon me, but I'm going to move forward. I will learn. It's lesson learned sometimes. Something bad happened for a reason. But that's not the end of everything. It's the beginning for us to open our eye, open our mind, open our heart to be careful. Last time I trust this friend, I share with him everything, all my secret. Now he backfire me. What do you learn? Do you feel sad? Feel hurt? Betrayed? But in the same time, what are you going to do? Kill yourself? Why must you kill yourself? Let him kill himself. People who want to put you down, they want to see that you are down, but you still survive. You still move on. That will make them more headache. Oh, you still go on like normal. Yes, I may have my mistake. I'm not saying that I'm not doing any mistake, but I'm not going to suffer because of you. Now I learn not to trust anybody unless I am very, very sure I can trust that person. Proven is a person that you can trust, then there's nothing wrong. Do you trust? Between your son and your husband, which one do you trust more? Huh? I don't know. Yeah, you always know better. You leave your husband and you have the children. You know who to trust more. Yeah. But of course, at the end of the day, we must put all our trust in Allah Rabbul Alamin. If you think you have to remind somebody to say something, you have the right to say. You don't want to keep everything by yourself and you carry everything with you until the grave, because you are not helping the living. You have to leave something behind so they will learn. You have to guide them too. That's why whatever we do, whatever we learn, we pass it down to them, so that if we die, we don't carry our knowledge. Scholars who are very, very wrong is what the saying is, La yambaghi lil alim an yaskuta ala ilmi. It is not right for a people who have knowledge to keep silent and keep his knowledge for himself or herself. Because when you die, your knowledge is going to go with you. Now you leave behind ignorant children, don't know anything. Yeah, my mother attend classes, 1 week 5 classes, 1 week 8 classes. My mother is a very active mother. She learns so many, but not even one she shared with us. So what can your children benefit from what you have been learning? Nothing. We are just learning for ourselves. We forget to share. Pass it down. Pass it down. That's why the Prophet said, Ballighu anni wal ayah. One ayah that you have learned, you understand that ayah, you act upon the ayah, share it with others. All of us memorize Fatiha, true or not? Have you tried to teach any of your children, grandchildren Fatiha? Or you teach them how to sing a song? When you hold your grandchildren, say it. A'udhu billahi minash shaitanir rajim. When they are 1 year old, A'udhu billahi minash shaitan. Bismillahir rahmanir rahim. Alhamdulillahi rabbil alamin. Just Fatiha. Can you imagine? This is sab'a minal mathani. Allah said, 7 ayat that you recite every day continuously. Each time you pray, you say Al-Fatiha. Each time you pray, Al-Fatiha. So for those who have grandchildren and you fail to teach them Fatiha, this is the right time. Yeah. Don't teach them how to sing, nasheed, and no. This one have no value in akhirah, no value. Allah is not going to ask you how beautiful your voice is, but Fatiha. Or you say Fatiha too long. Qul huwallahu ahad, Allahu samad, lam yalid wa lam yulad wa lam yakul lahu kufuwan ahad. Is that long compared with Fatiha? The only thing, people may not recite Qul huwallahu every day, but Fatiha is every day. Yeah. I've seen non-Muslim memorize Fatiha because it becomes so popular. Every occasion, Al-Fatiha, they also memorize Al-Fatiha. We have surely tried those before you. Indeed, Allah will make evident the truthful, that Allah will show us who are the truthful believer, and He will make evident the liar. Then you know that you are not a true believer. That's why after Allah said, Kulu aslamna walamma yadkhulul iman fi qulubikum wa in tuti Allah wa rasulahu la yalidkum min a'malikum syai'a. And then Allah continued, innamal mu'minuna allazina amanu billahi wa rasul thumma lam yartabu wa jahadu bi amwalihim wa anfusihim fi sabilillah ulaika humus sadiqun. In Surah Al-Hujurat, Allah continued when the Arabs said we are believer, Allah said no, tell them you are just a Muslim, but when the iman penetrate to your heart and stay there. Iman have nothing to do what you say, how you dress, how you look like, what is in your heart. Believe in Allah, the angel, the holy books, the prophet, the day of judgment, Qada and Qadr. There is iman. Yeah. Being supported by 6 pillars. Then you are very strong. Then the result, ati Allah wa ati Rasul. You are ready to obey Allah's command and the teaching of the Prophet. You don't care what other people say. Not an issue for you. And now we have a lot of issue. We are worried what people say, what my neighbors say, what my auntie say, what to say. They can say anything. But if what Allah said and the Prophet said, this is what I want to do. Khalas. And Allah continued, innamal mu'minuna allazina amanu billahi wa rasulih thumma lam yartabu. A true believer, Allah said, are those who believe in Allah and the Prophet. If you say you believe in Allah, you don't want to follow the Prophet, you ignore the Sunnah, you cannot be a true believer. And from there, Allah said, when you believe in Allah and the Prophet, then you are ready for what? For jihad. Fi sabil bi amwalikum wa anfusikum, with your property. Now Allah knows we love property more than ourselves. Do you agree with this, brothers and sisters? You work overtime for what? You work so hard. People 8 hours, you want to work 12 hours. For what? For what do you work so hard, brother and sister? To earn more. And you don't care about your body is right. You don't care about your children need you to be with them. You are not there for them because you want to earn more and more to give them more. Maybe for dunya. You love property. You value property more than your own health. True or not? In general, true or not? That's why when Allah tests us, He don't test yourself. He tests your money. He knows you love money more. You say, are you prepared to give for the sake of Allah? I give already what? Last month. Oh, last month you give. Oh, you remember, yeah? Allah give you every day, you don't remember. He give you food risky every single day, and you have gave 1 month ago. You still remember. You want to calculate with Allah. Once Allah open His account book, how much He have given it to you, you cannot pay back to Him. Don't be stingy with Allah. Yeah. Allahu Akbar. Then only Allah said, those who have no money. So how can you give? You can't give. But you have energy, your life. You are prepared to sacrifice. Yeah, I will go out. Yeah, for the sake of Allah. That's how you help each other, complement each other. The one who have money, they contribute with money. The one who have energy, contribute their energy and their time. The one who have knowledge, contribute their knowledge. Everybody contribute together, and we move forward, and everybody have a share. That's how Islam moves. Yeah. So this is what we have been talking about for today's topic on Qada and Qadr. You know? The Prophet ﷺ also remind us in other hadiths, not in this book. I'm getting all the evidence to support what we are learning. The Prophet said, one of you does not believe. That means you cannot be a believer. لا يؤمن أحدكم حتى أكون أحب إليه من والده ووالده والناس أجمعين. That means one of you does not believe until I am more beloved to him than his child, his father, and all the people around him. Allahu Akbar. Some of the companions' feeling expression, by Allah, in a single day had I lost 1,000 mothers, each equal in kindness and love to my mother. It is not befitting for me to be more sad on account of their loss than the sadness required from me over the death of Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. This is the way the companions feeling, their love towards the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam, because the Prophet care for us more than our parents care for us. Our parents care for us by providing shelter, food, garment, yeah. But do they provide us the right knowledge? No. Do they nurture our iman for our future? No. They just give you dunya, and you will be drowned with dunya. You may forget Allah completely because of the comfort that you enjoy. Because you don't have somebody to keep on reminding you, my son, don't ever commit shirk. What is shirk? Nobody talk to your children. My daughter, don't do this, don't do that. Which Allah said, no, no. How many of us remind our children the no, la from Allah? Now you can do this exercise, a very simple exercise. Today you go home, you find out just 15 la. Don't. 15, 1, 5, not 50 yet. Start with 1, 5. If I say 5, you can do it anytime now. 15, 1, 5. That is no, no. Write it down, and then when you see your children before breakfast, you know, children, sit down for a while. Mama want to share with you or something. Please remember, or easiest. No, you write it down, you photocopy. You have 5 children, 5 of them have 1 copy. And then you call them to recite together. What Allah said, no. 1, no. 2, no. 3. Can we try to do this exercise? Is that easy? Is that easy? Only now Mama want to tell us. After 13 years, 15 years, you tell me no. I have been doing all these things and you tell me no, no, no. You can ask them, can you eat now? No. You see, now you cannot eat. It's no breaking until the time comes for you to break your fast. No drinking now. Yeah, no. How about television? Oh, of course, you can put one sign there. No television from sahur to Maghrib. After that, harus. It's not encouraged. You can put some sign, but very difficult. Everything is there. Now they don't want the big TV anymore. They have the small TV. They don't go for Malaysian program anymore. World, international. How can you control? Can you say no to them for their phone? Can you try to call your children and get your handphone, please? Sahur, give me your handphone. I will give back after Maghrib. There will be war at home. I don't want to stay at home. This jail, prison to me. See, the things have changed a lot. May Allah protect us and protect our children, At the end of the day, brother and sister, none of this worldly thing is there to save us. None. All perish. Our amal, our deeds, and our iman. May Allah give us the right understanding, inshallah. Now we open for Q&A. Fatafaddal. Any question from the sisters first? Naam. Pass the mic, please.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
And just
always remember, when you offer salam to anybody, give them time to respond, then you continue. Okay.
When we go to, I heard that when we go to Tarawih at the mosque, and for example, we do 8, but the mosque do 20. Then when we do on witir, we didn't get the pahala of the rest of the prayer. But if we are in a group, we pray 8, and then at the back with the same group, we pray Jama'ah witir. Do we get the?
You mean where do you pray a witir?
At the mosque as well, but not follow the imam.
Oh, you cannot do that. You cannot do that at all. In the mosque, there's only one imam at one time. If you want to leave, you leave, and then you do it by yourself at home or with your family members. You can do that, but not in the mosque. That will show disunity. That means purposely, I want to show you that I disagree with your number of raka'at. I'm going to pray another group. You cannot do that. You can excuse yourself after you finish the number that you want to finish, because you want to choose to follow the way of the Prophet Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam. And then you just go home and do it by yourself. Yeah, you can do. Yeah. Next question. Naam. Okay.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullah.
Last week, Ustaz, I asked you when is the Laylatul Qadr will start. You mentioned it's Friday, but can you actually be more specific on the timing? Is it 7 p.m. on Friday night? Because that is already the next day, which is Saturday. Because that's how the Islamic day starts. So, or is it on Thursday, which is in the morning, Maghrib until Maghrib of on Friday? Where does it start, the Laylatul Qadr?
No, Laylatul Qadr, even there are some hadiths to say 27 night. 27 night of Ramadan. There is some hadith, but the general hadith again said the Prophet said, look for Laylatul Qadr the last 10
10
night,
odd nights.
odd night.
Yes. But when we first start, the last 10 nights, it starts, you mentioned Friday,
yes.
but is it 7 p.m. Friday
Yeah,
night?
Maghrib. When Maghrib comes in, you calculate from Maghrib, from night. Night start from Maghrib time.
Second question is that, Alhamdulillah, I was able to finish reciting the Quran.
Allahu Akbar.
I did it in 18 days, and it is actually my first time doing it.
Alhamdulillah.
I'm very, very grateful, very emotional also that Allah has given me
Ni'mah. It's
this
a ni'mah.
opportunity. I just want to know whether is there a specific dua, because according to my aunt, there is a dua that you specifically you have to recite upon finishing the Quran. Is that a bid'ah?
Not really. You can make dua, general dua, no problem. There is no fixed dua. You can make dua, may Allah strengthen your iman through the Quran, and may Allah strengthen your memory. Because sometimes there's a lot of surah that we have memorized, but after some time we have not been reciting, we tend to forget. So we ask Allah to enlighten us with what we have read, and may Allah guide us through the Quran, and may Allah strengthen our memory. The general dua is okay.
Because there is actually a specific dua. Normally there's a specific dua one will read upon finishing. So can I read that dua?
Yeah, after what? After reciting the Quran?
After finishing, after you khatam the Quran.
Yeah. If you see there is a hadith, so say back up by the hadith from the Prophet, that this is a dua that the Prophet recommend us to recite after finishing the Quran, then you recite. If it's not an hadith, it's just some good dua. No. You see, there are two things in Islam that you must be very careful. When you say make dua, it's a general dua. Anything you want to ask, you ask, because your needs is not the same like other people's needs. Okay? That is very open for anybody. No fixed one. The second one, that the dua that the Prophet fixed. The Prophet fixed, then you say this is the Sunnah. Because it's from the Prophet. If there is, whoever said that there is a special dua to recite after finishing reciting of the Quran, if there is an hadith, then you can follow. If not, you just make a general dua.
But to your knowledge, Ustaz, is there any specific dua?
Now, like I said, you cannot fix a dua which the Prophet never taught you to fix that dua. It's like when you make tawaf, the Prophet only fixed from Hijr Rukun Yamani to Hijr Ismail, to Hajar Aswad, and to Rukun Yamani. Yeah? That is the only place the Prophet fixed. Rabbana atina fid dunya hasana wa fil akhirati hasana qina azabannar. Other area he never fixed. If you want to read, but you cannot fix. You cannot say this is a sunnah. Then you create a fitna. You understand that? Yeah. You may have your own needs, sister. You ask Allah. Allah loves you to ask Him from your heart what you need. After finishing the Quran, what do you need to do? Oh Allah, make me have the understanding about this book of yours, your word. No? Yeah. Strengthen my iman because of your ayat. Anything that you want to connect yourself with the Quran. But if there's any dua that people show you, hadith, the Prophet said so, confirm, you can get it in Hussain Muslim, the authors of the Muslim. If there is, then you do it.
Lastly, I just want to say something. You mentioned about zikir. I just want to share my experience.
Good.
I have tried to make zikir once for 1 whole hour because I was walking my cat, so I decided to make zikir.
Now,
Afterwards, I had this feeling of peace that I've never encountered before.
Alhamdulillah.
So it really works. I miss that feeling.
Alhamdulillah. بِذِكْرِ تَطْمَئِنُّ الْقُلُوبُ. Allah said it. Allah said, by remembering Allah, the zikr, Allah will give you your heart rest. So always try your best when you are alone or if you feel a lot of issue is coming to you and you cannot handle it, just zikr. Ask Allah to give you the inner peace. If you think of somebody and you cannot help that person, you know that person is not doing the right thing, you have to find peace with Allah and connect yourself with Allah first and ask Allah to give guidance to that person. That's how you move. Because sometimes it's not you who can change the person. You can't. You can try to help them, but if they refuse to follow your advice, you connect with Allah. Oh Allah, guide so and so. Oh Allah, forgive so and so. You just do it that way. You have to go back to Allah. At the end of the day, it's Allah who ordained everything. But you have done your part. So that we do not want to be like a candle. You burn the candle brings light in the surrounding, but the candle is burning himself. And it will go off one day. You help those who need your help. You can't back to Allah. Oh Allah. You find peace with Allah first. I have so many things that came to me. If I want to take it by myself, I have sleepless night. I have experienced that before because I'm worried about so many people. Not only locally, foreigner will call, asking this, asking that. But then I learned, I have to counsel myself. Oh Allah, I do not want to just drop dead one day without taking care of myself. Then Allah will give me guidance. I read a lot of the hadiths of the Prophet, how the Prophet know when to cut off time. Especially when you want to sleep. Don't carry the problem with you. What can you do with the problem? You're going to sleep now. And the people that you want to talk also is sleeping now. No, you learn how to cut it off. Time to cut off. It's like all the smartphone, time to off your light. That's how I learned. Last time I do not know how to off. It's always on. That's why people keep on communicating with me. But their time is different, time zone different. And what time now? 3 a.m. 3 a.m. Oh, sorry, Sheikh. Sorry, what can I do? I'm awake now. Alhamdulillah, now we learn how to cut off. Alhamdulillah, this is a blessing from Allah. When you experience that, so is happening. That means what you are doing is working for you now. And what Allah said is true. Allah bi zikrillahi tatma'innul qulub. By remembering Allah, the heart will rest in peace. Naam. Back to the sister.
Assalamualaikum, Ustaz.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
I just want to know one, in the Islamic point of view, is it wrong to use a luxury item if without remorse, if you can afford it?
Okay. If I'm not wrong, you are trying to ask, is that permissible in Islam if we have extra to spend? So we want to enjoy our life better. If I can travel anywhere on first class, must I go for economy class? No. Islam do allow you to enjoy the bounties of Allah, ni'mat of Allah. As long as you pay out your zakat, purify your income, you still have extra, And Allah don't like people who Allah give extra and you are selfish, stingy, even to yourself. No? Allazi jama'a malan wa addada, they just keep and want more and more. And it's like the chettier, no? The chettier, he's a money, he is a like loan shark also, no? But have you seen chettier lifestyle before? I met them a lot in Penang before, when I was in Penang. The place that they stay is so dark. And they have a safe, iron safe behind them. And what do they eat? Putu mayam, banana. They go on diet. And most of the Jatia, very slim, you know. It's not they have no money to eat. Their money, they keep, and they lend it out to get more interest. Oh, I say to them, these are dua kali miskin. Chinese different. Chinese, they lend you money, but they enjoy their life. They eat well, shark fin, seafood, lobster. They are not calculative. They are not selfish in spending, but too much also. But they don't have zakat. We have zakat. You pay your zakat. Whatever left behind after zakat, after you purify your income, you want to come here with Ferrari, just come with Ferrari, and then so that we can also experience how to Ferrari, feeling when we go into Ferrari. There's nothing wrong. But Allah don't like people who Allah give ni'mah and they don't use the ni'mah. Use it wisely. But be careful of your riya. And that is one thing you must remember. Be careful, don't show off. Don't every time, have you seen my car? Car is not a small thing, it's a big thing. People were sure to see one. You don't have you see, and then that's why something I used to say, I like big bike. But Harley Davidson, I don't like. Noisy. You like, no, from this time you must know who is coming already. This is not just a bike, the HD lah. Harley Davidson, pop, so noisy. I don't like. I will learn a speed bike or any bike, even 1200 cc, but silent. No one knows I arrived already. Normally I went to lecture, sometimes I use my bike. They don't know that I've arrived. They're waiting for car to arrive. No, where is Ustaz? It's not here yet. And then I walk into the washroom with my helmet so they cannot see me. And from there I change myself. They say, wow, Ustaz is not here yet. I'm late. Yeah, sometimes I just want to train myself. Sometimes I wear like this. I wear very normal. When I went to certain state, they said, they are looking for Ustaz who wear a turban and Ustaz who wear jubbah. But my student, he wear turban and wear jubbah. So when I came up from the car, I walked very fast. Those who have never seen me, sometimes they heard my name. So they thought my friend, my jama'ah, is the Ustaz Hussain. I said, Alhamdulillah, I went off already. So he said, Ustaz ada sana. He said, wow, Ustaz shouldn't dress like that. Ustaz must have their own attire, Jubah, Meslaha, and all this. I said, yeah, if people like to wear that, they're welcome. I'm happy with this kind of dress. Yeah. It's good to use whatever ni'mat, but don't let this thing cause you to have riya, to show off. You have a diamond ring. What is very weird? Rare diamond. What is rare diamond? You all know the name more than me. When you have the very rare kind of diamond, you don't have to keep on moving your finger, let the light go around, shining here. No need to do that. You can do it. You see, the Prophet, even sometimes he wears something nice. He's worried people will like to look at that and talk about it. he will turn it down. No, he will turn it down to hide it. It's not that you can't, but sometimes it attract attention, and they may cause a lot of things that you also have the feeling of cover it for a while. Why the Prophet want you to pray Sunnah at home, not in the mosque? You don't show off to people. You don't have to tell people, I'm praying a lot of Sunnah prayer. It's between you and Allah. Don't show off. So same go, you want to have a good car, no problem. You can do it, no problem. You want to have expensive watch, no problem. Allah give you the money. But don't forget the zakat to purify your income. Yes, Islam allows you to enjoy your life. Our Prophet have the best horse, best camel, the best sword, and the best armor. And you can have no problem. Now, any other question?
Thank you, Ustaz.
Alaikum salam. Any last question from the sisters or brothers now? Pass the mic to the brother, please. Good. Brother Abbas now.
Assalamualaikum.
Waalaikumsalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Ustaz, I need to seek your clarification.
Now,
I am trying to make a connection between Lailatul Qadr
now.
and Qada and Qadr.
Okay.
Now, this is the blessed month of Ramadan, where the last 10 days everybody is trying to achieve Lailatul Qadr.
Now.
But can it happen that no matter what you do, because of Qada and Qadar, and you are not destined to get Lailatul Qadar, at that moment when Lailatul Qadar comes, you fall asleep, or you do something else, or you do whatever it is, because although Lailatul Qadar is something which everybody strives for to achieve, but this year it is not meant for you, and hence you missed it.
And
Can
effort.
it happen? Sorry?
Now, if I'm not wrong about your question, is that can everybody get Lailatul Qadar?
Yes.
You are trying your best, but you do not know when. Nobody can confirm that. Oh, I got Lailatul Qadar. Nobody can claim that. It's up to Allah. Whoever get that, the only reward Allah promised us is what? What did Allah promise us? Yeah?
Lebih dari 1000 bulan.
The only thing that Allah promised us that whatever you do, Allah will multiply the reward for more than 1,000 months. Khair min alfi shahr. Don't imagine that if anybody get Lailatul Qadar tomorrow, wow, he become a wali. No? And now he memorized the Quran. Tiba-tiba I can memorize the Quran 30 juzu. It's not a magic like that. It's that Allah promised us, whoever get Lailatul Qadar, Lailatul Qadr khairu min alfi shahr. That means your deeds, then Allah is going to reward you. It's more than 1,000 months did, more than 80 over years of goodness. You have accumulated that kind of deeds from Allah. Yeah?
And personally, you will not know.
No, as a person, sometimes you will know. Leave it to Allah. The only thing the Prophet did mention, some sign, it's not that night, tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning you see the sun rise, full sun, but no heat. You don't feel the heat. Cooling is one of the signs. But to us, you see, we always stay in the aircon place. So you won't know what is the Laylatul Qadr last night is the. You see the sun rise up and then it's so bright, shining, but you don't feel the heat at all. It's like a cool kind of feeling. That is one of the signs. In the Middle East, you can feel very easy because it's always hot. No? Sun there is very hot. But when the sun rises in the morning, right, and it have a kind of cooling effect. I mean, last night was Laylatul Qadr. I show you another experience through our lifestyle experience, our lifetime. That was in the 70s, few years after I became a Muslim. Early 70, we had this iktikaf. I do not know that iktikaf was only meant for 3 masajid. So we all make iktikaf in any mosque. I went in for 10 days, full 10 days iktikaf. And my friend also followed me. I benefit a lot from that. I find a lot of inner peace, because it's connecting myself from the worldly thing now. Read the Quran. So easy to finish the khatam, the Quran. But my friend, you know what happened to him? The day of Eid, then we are out from the masjid. Suddenly, he just leave the mosque without using his shoes or sandal, no shoes. He walked, barefoot. And he walked towards the drain. And he went into the drain. Last time, he see Assalamu alaikum. Now, no more Assalamu alaikum. Totally, he became a changed person. It was a shock for me. He went for iktikaf. Everybody is looking for Laylatul Qadr. I don't know what really happened. Strange thing can happen to many people. But as long as our intention is clear, I am staying awake, Ya Rasulullah. Because Rasulullah stay awake more in the last 10 nights, especially the odd night. How do you stay awake? Your prayer have finished. Read the Quran. Make dua. Make zikr. Plan. Plan for the ummah, not just plan for you. Think of the ummah. By spending time alone at night, planning something for the ummah to come, have great reward. There's no special prayer for Laylatul Qadr. Semayang sunat Laylatul Qadr, no. Don't create all this special prayer. I want to pray. There are people who pray 100 rakaat. Keep on pray until sahur, expecting to get Laylatul Qadr. If this is practiced by the Prophet, you do no. Take care to stay awake, plan. Think, what should I do to help my children, to help my neighbor, to help my friend? To be more active after this, what can I do? What can I offer? All this, you write it down, what you can do for Allah. You may get Laylatul Qadr just by doing that. Just by doing that. But if you wake up, just busy cooking, preparing kuih, that is Laylatul Kuih. If there is a football match and you wake, that is Laylatul Qurrah, not Qadr anymore. You wake up for the right reason, read the book, try to have deeper understanding. One thing I like to share with all of you, when you read any book of Quran Sunnah, don't forget to ask Allah to give you the right understanding. Ma yurid Allahu bihi khayr yufaqihu fid-din. The Prophet did say, whoever want goodness to somebody, he make that person have the right and deep understanding about what he or she is reading. That is important. You got that, inshallah. Yeah? Alhamdulillah. May Allah grant us what we are looking for. Yeah? Try your best. Don't stay up the whole night without resting. Because the Prophet said, وَلِنَفْسِكَ عَلَيْهِ حَقٍّ, your body have right upon you. I also stay awake, I might also sleep. By sleeping while you are making zikr and you're thinking of what to do and you doze off, you get the reward if Laylatul Qadr is there. Because you are sleeping while you are thinking of the Ummah's affair, you still will get Laylatul Qadr. Because you had the intention already to look for Laylatul Qadr, to stay awake. But you may doze off after a while. Maybe people say, oh, the time now you sleep is the time Laylatul Qadr hit. You miss. No, who knows? Who knows when Laylatul Qadr? No one knows, only Allah. So leave it to Allah to reward us. You do your best, the rest you leave it to Allah. May Allah grant us what we are searching for. Yeah? Ameen. Any last question back to the sister? He's gone. After that, we don't know what really happened to him. Very weird. Very strange thing happened to him. Nobody expected this thing to have happened to this guy. And he's no more praying after that. He just go on the opposite side. Because intention of everybody, no one knows. Only Allah knows. Very sad. I also worried. After that, I never do iktikaf also. I dare not. I'm worried that if you're not guided properly, and the next day you go out like that, astaghfirullah. We don't know, because going for seclusion is like orang bertapa. The Malay used to say, kita bertapa. No, that means you don't spend time in a mosque talking with each other. No. Everybody is busy with their relation with Allah. Zikr, recite the Quran, reflect, try to understand few ayat you recite, know the meaning, go. Reflection. Try to understand. That's how you enrich yourself. Yeah. Yeah. May Allah forgive all of us, brothers and sisters. Don't forget, I think, when is Eid? Anybody have idea when is Eid day? So no class Wednesday. Yeah, like even we are ready for the Eid prayer. Yeah. If Allah will, then we make the announcement soon, inshallah. Whoever come for our Qiyam, they will be aware. Normally we will be together, inshallah, for the Eid. So if any shortcoming from us while we are coaching, while we are teaching all of you, we may say something that may hurt your feeling, too hard on you. We hope you will forgive us for that. We don't mean to hurt anybody. And don't forget to pray for us too. Yeah. We can give more when we are have more and we are healthier. That's what I always ask Allah, to keep me healthy so that I can function better. Yeah. And don't forget to make dua for my family members who are not yet Muslim. I've been praying. Some Qadr is happening. Subhanakallahumma bihamdika, to visit the poor and the needy. Yeah? So may Allah make it easy for all of us and reward all of you kindly. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.